Hello guys, we're gonna get started here in just a minute. Just gonna share this link here. Okay. Just gotta add some people here. Hi Eli, how you doing? I'm doing good myself. Nice, nice. Alright, let me see here. So, as a quick reminder, DPS is stable. Did the booking. Yes. Yes. Hi, Gray Man. How you doing? But as a quick reminder, so DPS is stable. They had a guy. We did a league open a while back, and the winner of that wrestler won the. Okay, cool, cool, Gray Man. But yeah, as a quick reminder, so this pay-per-view was booked by DPS, Stable Royal Army. They won that ability at the League Open when one of their wrestlers won it, which came with the YWA title, and also they get booking control for a month. So they've been booking this month of August here. So this pay-per-view is gonna reflect their booking ambitions here. Opening match is gonna be for the 6-man YWA tag titles, and it's gonna be between. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Where did I put it? Sometimes I lose them a little bit here. There it is. Royal Army, DPS Smith and Shalabay will be defending them against the Pillars. They won a 6-man tag title shot and an episode of Asylum. Let's see here. Oh, erase. Interesting. Interesting, Eli. Yeah, it's kind of those kind of things with the sounds and the stuff that I used in arenas. That makes a difference for arenas. Nowadays, arenas aren't as unique as they used to be. Back in the day, arenas used to be a lot more rich in their in colorful in how they were presented to like the people there. And sometimes it even affected how the players played on the rink or arena or whatever. All right, 6-man tag match. Let's see who wins it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like another, like for example, like in baseball, Fenway Park, like that's a very unique field, and it affects gameplay, like for the players there. But it's unique though, and it's like super old, and you won't get that anymore with arenas really. And it's kind of sad a little bit. I mean, on one hand, I kind of get it because they want to maintain, you know, play standard, but there's just times where I'm just like, man, this just looks like every other arena. I mean, for an armbar there. Big whip by Chalamet. So we got a lot of different fight styles here. So Chalamet's fighting style is a fighter style here. So he very favorite more of a boxing kind of rough move kind of thing. Then we got Educator here. His style's stunner off the bat. That's crazy. You usually don't see that this early in a match. So Educator, the one in black, his style's orthodox. He can do a little bit of everything okay. Mostly known for maneuvering the Mind Cutter into a lot of his movesets. Jester here, he's a heel style, so he uses a lot of rough trickery moves, a lot of weapon usage, but he also takes a little from Educator, the stable's leader. DPS here, he's also orthodox as well. That definitely very backyard wrestling influenced. Smith here's a technical wrestler here. And then Workhorse here, he's a vicious style, so he's kind of like strong style, very strike, kick, submission, strength kind of thing. That's kind of the interesting thing apart this game is that when you assign a wrestler moves, like the styles you pick for the wrestler can affect like how much, like what moves are stamina friendly than compared to others. Because for example, if you have a power guy, if you assign him like diamond top rope mind cutter there. If you assign him like a sharpshooter, like the sharpshooter grade will be like D or E, which will mean if he does it, it'll take a lot of his stamina, but he'll still do it. But if you assign him something like a power bomb, that's an A grade for stamina, so it means it takes like hardly any stamina. Stone Cold Stunner. Man, they're hitting their big moves off the bat here. Yeah, I'm not surprised they did, but even then, it's kind of. I'm also not shocked either. But hit him fire. I'm glad they didn't, though, of course. Windbreaker on the ropes there. Or the workhorse. Oh, back spear. Big punch. A choke sleeper. Oh, big maneuver there. A little mine cutter variation there. Oh, big boot. Yeah, well, the Giants probably blocked it. Oh, backyard bomb! Some chops here. They blocked it because they don't want the inner city competition. They don't want to have to compete for a fan base. Ooh, tag team mine cutter. Another tag team mine cutter. Another big boot. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know where they'll move. They might join. They might go to Las Vegas. To be honest. Oh, X Factor, because Vegas has a hockey team now, and they just got a football team. Them getting baseball could be the next step there. Oh, Truth Teller locked in, but it's a rope break. Just chaos here. Oh, press spine buster. Oh, mine cutter. Backdrop. Goes top rope. Going for a big elbow drop. Goes for the cover. Only gets two. Ah, backyard driver right there. Inverted atomic drop. Jester gets thrown to the corner. Counters with the swinging neck breaker. Educator gets tagged in. Seth gets tossed out of the ring. Just chaos now. Oh, another stunner!
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah, we'll just have to see how things go here. Go with them. It's going to be interesting to see how things realign. Ah, grounded super kick. Alright, well, I guess we'll find out within a couple years. Oh, takedown. Goes for some punches. Weapon usage. Yeah, that's possible too. It depends on them staying. Oh, another mine cutter. Them staying there depends on well, it depends on the fan base. If the fan base is super strong and the team does well, they could keep them out. Pop-up mine cutter. Well, That's the thing. If they're gonna make the effort to go play in Vegas, they're gonna move to Vegas. I mean, if they can't get stuff done within a specific deadline, they'll just go there, because MLB sees the writing on the wall. They know that if they have a team play in Vegas, they're gonna want to be put there. Another stunner. It's a second man stunner royale here tonight. More weapon usage. It's good. It's a total elimination. There's a lot of blood on the ring. Oh, Truth Teller. Oh, yeah, he taps. The champs retain. The Shadow Blade getting the win for the team. Yeah. It's, and the thing is, I don't know what other place would want a baseball team other than Vegas right now. I mean, I really don't, because there hasn't been really any significant, like, team changes of cities in a long time. I feel like it'd be tempting to go to Canada, but I feel like Canada is so far away from where they're at right now. Carolina. Yeah, that is true. Carolina doesn't have a baseball team. Because the only team down there that really represents that area has mostly been the Braves. So, I guess that could work, but they would have to realign everything. Because they would have to realign all the divisions and everything to fit the geographical sense of it. And I don't think they want to go that far with it, because they schedule all the seasons so far in advance that making them move all the way over there would just cause chaos. I feel like if they're gonna move, it would have to be to a city within an area that makes divisional sense in their geography. Like, since they're like in since they're in the AL West, they'll probably move to somewhere in the West area. They probably won't go East or East or Central. I think they'll stick in the West. Because if they do move, they want it to be as smooth as possible, and it won't be smooth. They move to the other part of the country. Alright, next we got the debut of SMH Gaming's wrestler here. And he's going to be fighting Rolando in his first match. He's also a YWA tag champion. Alright, let's see how it goes here. I know SMH Gaming's not able to watch this right now. That's alright. I assume he's busy. There's a lot of people that aren't active right now. Yeah, definitely. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, same, Eli. I'm a huge Expos fan. But, unfortunately, the problem with the Expos is that they spend a majority of their existence just not being a good team. And it's ironic when their absolute best year ever, the one year where they could have won it all, was the year where the whole MLB went on strike and they canceled the World Series. I mean, that's writing on the wall right there for a team like that. But I would love for them to come back. But, unfortunately, if they're gonna expand MLB... No, it's not, because despite Tampa not really getting a lot of people in the arena, they still draw. And they're still pretty significant in that area, because the Marlins aren't any better, and Tampa has been successful, and they... And the other thing, too, is MLB, if they expand, they'll have to go to 32, because that makes that most divisional dividing sense, and they would have to reorganize everything. They would have to, like, find another market that could support another baseball team. And, of course, creating teams and stuff, that takes a few years. So, any way you cut it, like, even if they go the expansion route, it'll take forever. Oh! The Rainmaker! That's a move we might see a lot of here. Some punch trading here. Orlando here's a power wrestler, so he has a lot of power moves. SMH Gaming's wrestling type, I believe it's... Oh, I forgot. I think it's vicious style, so he's very strike kick driven with some submission strength. His vicious styles are also pretty okay with suplexes. Yeah, it is. Oh, chop block. It is not a good stadium. And yeah, moving would probably help. Oh, roll up. Another scissor sleeper. Yeah, I think the biggest reason why they don't draw enough people there is, of course, I think the Marlins take up a lot of their guys because the rolling elbow. It is? Okay, I wasn't quite sure. I thought it might have been better, but if it's awful too, to be honest, I mean, Florida just might not be a good, like baseball town. Oh, Codebreaker. Hi, Kareem, how you doing? Back grapple. Another Rainmaker. Pile driver. Yeah, that makes sense, because don't the Yankees, like, do, like, spring training down in Florida? Unless SMH and Orlando fighting on the outside here.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And plus, you know, it's the famous cliche of, you know, retired people moving to Florida. There's a good chance a lot of those retired people are Yankees fans. That could make a difference, too. But I don't know the stats of it, so I could be wrong. That could have zero thing to do whatsoever. Oh, Nazca Street Cutter there. Oh, big suplex. Goes top. Oh, diving Codebreaker. Big rush there. Looking for another diving Codebreaker. It's like that. That's actually that one I could actually answer pretty well. It's like that because, hi, Owl, how you doing? Oh, another code breaker. It's like that because the GameCube isn't as powerful. Oh, stern as dust. So they had to cut down the details compared to the other releases, and I think one of those details was the skin tone variation. I mean, it's not like it's not as powerful; it just lacks the memory and since the GameCube system itself was made differently, and the disc system it uses is different, then it requires to cut certain things to make it work. Oh, Crucifix Powerbomb. But yeah, Oregon Owl. Right now, 3. I got a 3 count there. Rolando gets the win. Good showing for SMH Gaming though. This is the first. That's the wrestler's first match here. 1087, a pretty good match. SMH Gaming really shined here. Just couldn't quite get the win this time around, but he'll have other matches. Alright, next match here. We got Slapshot Sean fighting the visiting Nova champ Frank Rust here. Frank Rust maintained his championship at the last Supernova episode that took place last night, so he gets to showcase his wrestling prowess here in pay-per-view setting. Also, another update here. So, after this pay-per-view, I am actually getting rid of the division system, and we are combining these two. However, correction, I'm not getting rid of the division system. I'm combining them in this game. The junior heavyweight thing is still technically a thing, but I'm going to move that visual representation to the Discord. The YouTube Discord, our channel Discord, and they'll be represented there as opposed to the game. This way, we get a better, more flowing visual representation of who's aligned with what in game, as opposed to how it is now. Slapshot, also the current wildcard champion. He's dubbing it the hockey puck, the hockey belt. Alright, let's see how this goes here. GameCube Macintosh and realistic sleeveless Echo hoodie BMX. Okay, I couldn't see the rest of your text, Kareem, so I'm not quite sure the specific question of it, because on my end, like after a certain amount of wordage, the text gets cut off. Open air would be good because, well, it depends. If you can have it either way, that's great. If it's just open and that's it, I mean, it'll still be good because Florida can have beautiful weather, but Florida can also have really crazy weather. And having it covered does prevent rain delays. It does do that. However, at the same time, if you're going to be in Florida during the summer, you almost want to take advantage of that. But like I said, it depends. And at the end of the day, it's all going to depend on finances. They're going to look at the financialness of it. Like, will it benefit them financially to have open air or not? And they'll go in all the nitty-gritties of that. But personally, I think the best route for all these baseball stadiums is to have it be optional. Because, one, you can take advantage of the good weather when it's out, and when the weather's crap, then you can boot up the roof and you can still play. But those kind of things can cost a lot of money. So they may think about that a bit. Now here's that Slapshot here is a power wrestler. Rust here is orthodox, but he has an old school moveset because he's old school. Had for the GameCube. To be honest, Now, I'm not quite sure on the details of it. Like, top rope into an armbar. I'm not too sure, like, if those kind of details are in all versions of Madden 2002, like on Xbox, GameCube, and PS2, or if it's just on specific ones. But if it's specifically on GameCube, I think they added it to make up for the fact that they were dealing with limitations in the game, like they realized they couldn't have the variance of skin tone like they wanted to, but they could get away with adding the other echo details, so they went with that. And them being able to do that could also depend on the release date, because the GameCube and Xbox variations I think came out maybe a little bit later than PS2. I don't know. I don't think they would, but I can't say for sure. If they were released a little bit later, they possibly added that as a bonus or something like that, because they had a little more time for that. I don't know. I don't have the information in front of me at the moment for that. Yeah, exactly. Oh, he's going for a dude buster. Man, all these wrestlers are hitting their big moves early on today.
5 minutes gone.
It also represents the Team Canada stable as well. Slapshot was a tag partner with LJC, but LJC recently left. Oh, it's powerbomb finisher. Recently left the YWA out under protest. It did. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So that's probably why it has those things, because it came out later. PS2 one came out the earliest, so they probably didn't have as much time for those things as the GameCube and Xbox one did. Counter there. Oh, deadlifts. Everybody had echo. Yeah, I know that everyone had echo. The complex glove part. Oh, Oklahoma Stampede into a cover. Had him by me. Yes, exactly. But yeah, exactly, Kareem. They had it just on GameCube because of that release date. That was the biggest thing, I think, at least. Roll up here.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, Russ gets the win on a monster guy. Let's see how that works out here in the future. Not a highly ranked match, but win's a win. Next, we have a very, very compelling fatal four-way match here. So how did we get here? So what happened was there was an IC title shot match between RSG Tom and Steve Blackman. It ended in a tie. So originally it was going to become a triple threat match for the IC title between the champ Marvel, Tom, and Blackman, but DPS decided that he would insert another guy there, Mystery Man, to make it fatal four-way. I love the GameCube. GameCube's great. I wish I played more of it. It's hard for me to get games for it because the third-party games are mostly the console exclusives are mostly Nintendo games, and a good chunk of them are expensive as hell. Any games that I could get on there, like third-party games, I already kind of own on PS2 or another system, so it kind of negates it slightly, which is unfortunate because I love playing on it. But it's just one of those things where you just kind of have to, because I grew up with PS2, so all the shit I had was for PS2. Echo Comics Glove on GameCube. Probably the game developers, whoever developed the game, specifically whoever developed the game for the GameCube. That's probably who put it in. I mean, yeah, definitely. The Dreamcast is just such a Oh man, that's kind of a similar situation right there, where it's just such a solid system to like get fun stuff on. It can be tough though, because it can be a little tricky to find games, because not every used game store has a really like outlandish Dreamcast selection. So, and then you have to rely on ordering online, and that can be a little bit of a hassle too sometimes. Yeah, that is very true, Eli. Like, if you want to like complete, you would almost have to get it on those, because you know what? I have my phone here. Yeah, like my Dreamcast holds up pretty well. Pretty well. It's hold up pretty well. I got it a couple years ago at a used game store in Minnesota when I had to go there for stuff. Let's see. Oh. Or choke. And then the mystery guy that DPS was gonna put in, of course, is himself. That's what he put in. Really, because Mark Echo was the captain of this team. Echo added those details into the game, and that'd be the case. Yeah, it probably could be. I mean, I don't know like the complete background of that. I mean, it's stuff that would be interesting to know about, but I don't think a lot of people have looked into it, because I don't know how many people like had a chance to like really go in depth with that stuff yet. Yeah, and I'm gonna look up the details here, because I am now a little bit curious here. All right, I see title match here. Basically, the roster's a bit different. It has more detailed stuff. A big thing is, and the reason why is because Madden 2001, the first like 6th-gen Madden game, was only on the PS2, because the PS2 came out in 2000, the fall of 2000, and the GameCube and Xbox came out in the fall of 2001. So as a result of that, the release schedule of the systems was different, because for PS2, the PS2 version of that game came out in August, while the Xbox and GameCube version came out in November. So the Xbox and GameCube versions came out three months later, because they were opening titles for that system when they came out. So the developers had 3 extra months to do stuff on those installments as opposed to the PS2 one. That's why it's different. A lot of chaos here. It's going to be chaotic here. It's going to be tough to call how things go here. It should be very cheap to get. It should only be a few bucks. Like, if you go to any used like video game store, you should be able to find it. And since this is a Fatal 4 match, the first to pin or submit will win. Yeah, the biggest reason why it's not, unfortunately, is because only 150 some games were made and released in America. In Japan, and I think maybe Europe, but definitely Japan, like, they went on making games for a little bit, actually quite a bit longer than for America. So there's definitely some stuff to get, but you're gonna have to dig a bit. Oh, butterfly suplex. That looked like a sleeper suplex right there. Double axe handle. Half Boston Crab there. Backyard bomb. Oh, Blackman gets tossed out of the ring. Scissors kick by RSG Tom. Yeah, I bet. Like, I need to check out one for a scissor kick. What move, Gray Man? That's savage. Because I don't think I caught it. Because there's just so much going on in the ring right now. Oh yeah, the backyard bomb. Oh yeah, it is. It's weird because that move actually is the snowplow. It's actually Al Snow's finisher. So that's that's like the general name of it. But yeah, it's a good move. Oh, Cobra Clutch. Another Cobra Clutch there. Ah, oh, DDT. Ah, 3K right there. Total elimination maneuver there. Missed elbow drop. Counter. Double team drop kick. Ah, jawbreaker counter. Ah, some kicks right there. Another scissors kick by Tom. Another DDT. Fighting on the outside here. Finally get back in. Oh, big bamboo stick shot. Missed elbow drop there. Oh, only Black Man standing, then Tom is. Yes, and also just Echo Brand in itself, like Cream, that's one of his... Oh, Tom sneaks in a win! He has reclaimed the IC belt. Crappy mini version of That's funny, Eli. Oh my god. But speaking of Echo, Kareem, you and your guy are actually have some matches here in this pay-per-view later on, so if you're able to stick around, you'll be able to see them in action. They talk about me, Kareem? Or is it somebody else that's live streaming right now that knows that kind of stuff a bit more? Alright. Next match here is a tag match. The current Supernova Tag Champs York and Owens will have a chance to show off their wrestling prowess against It'll be against the current hardcore tag champs Eli and Hideo. Let's see how it goes.
Fight!
Oh, full Nelson. Try to lock in a full Nelson there. Gut wrench suplex. Spine buster. Double axe handle. Goes to an arm bar. Owens gets tagged in. Goes for a submission mover. Trying to wear down Hideo here. Ah, chops right there, but it gets rope broke. Pile driver by Owens. Eli, of course, is a junior wrestler, junior style wrestler, has a lot of diverse moveset. Hideo is more of an orthodox wrestler, but he's specialized in strike kick maneuvers. Owens is technical. He's specialized. His big thing is moves that target the head and neck area. And York is American style, I believe, and his moveset's pretty diverse, but he's pretty his specification's more on like kind of a brawler, Stone Cold Steve Austin like kind of motivations there. Gut wrench suplex. Oh, spear. And a one-handed bulldog. Goes for a crossface. Everybody right here from Hideo. Oh, it gets kicked from that. Missed diving headbutt there. Deadlift German. Owens gets tagged in. Another spine buster. Ooh, big Celtic cross. Backslide counter. Only gets one. Oh, I believe that's a TTB. That's kind of a Alright, your match is actually after this one with you and your tag mate. What are you saying? Oh, I was just talking about the styles of the wrestlers in the match. Ooh, the TNB finishing maneuver. Oh, Hans is interfering here. Looks like he's gonna help Eli and Hideo out here. Big spear there. Enziguri. Oh, jeez. Yeah, good question. I'm trying to remember. I think... the last thing I can remember is I was talking about how like the release dates of the Xbox and GameCube impacted like the amount of like stuff in those versions compared to the PS2 version. That's the last I remember. Ah, total neck breaker, goes for a cover. Oh, and he gets it. Man, the Nova roster representing strong here this pay-per-view here. Next, we got the YWA tag belts will be up for grabs here. Let's see. Where are they? They'll be being defended against Team Echo here. See how it goes. Now, Team Echo and Foundation have been feuding for quite a while, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can... Team Echo can pull one out here.
We've waited 50 years for this. I'm 38 years old and I've still waited 50 years for this. You ain't stopping this, baby. No way. Check it out. Yo, you're looking at the AFC champs, a new win-approved Chiefs kingdom that they just revamped. We chop with the tomahawk. It's freezing cold outside, but we about to make it hot like a Molotov. Bang! Tell the 49ers gang. Fight!
With Sanders and Star Fox. Sanders and Star Fox both are power wrestlers. Orlando's also power. We saw him earlier. Britt Wilder, representing Team Echo, also is a technical wrestler. Oh, big chop. Oh, double team choke slam from Team Echo. Green goes for a pin. Only gets 2. Tag made right there. Pile driver. Oh, big Irish whip from Wilder here. A claw attempt right there from Star Fox, and Wilder breaks out of it. Wilder tries a headlock takedown. Pile driver. Oh, ankle lock! That's his finishing maneuver right there, the ankle lock. Orlando gets tagged in. DDT. Ah, press backbreaker from Kareem. Goes for a cover. Only gets 2. Another a double team drop kick from the 2. Goes for a cover. Only gets 1. Oh, torture rack. Breaks out of it there. Another pile driver. Brett gets tagged in. Leg sweep lariat there. Sap suplex from Wilder. Moonsault, but misses. Some leg work there. DDT. Orlando gets tagged in. Oh, ankle lock once again. Double team choke slam. Only gets 2 right there. Orlando gets thrown to the corner. Oh, kicks a boot in the corner. Star Fox gets tagged back in. Oh, Texas Cloverleaf applied. Oh, double team choke slam once again. Oh, it gets interrupted by Star Fox. Yeah, a while back when I looked up, asked for logos, one guy, I asked the guy on the Fire Pro Reddit, he was able to make the shirt logos. There isn't really any for any of the other clothing parts at the moment, but I think I found a possible way to get them, but I have to do a lot of experimenting. So that's going to be a work in progress, but I can't make any guarantees that I'll be able to do it because it is experimental. So I'll be trying in my off time to make it a thing, but I can't make any guarantees on when it will be applied. But I will be working on it.
14, 15, 16,
Ooh,
17.
chair usage right here by Team Echo. The splash from the top rope forms another. That splash. Only gets 2. Now gets tagged in. Brett gets tagged in. Double team choke slam. Oh, bookend. Star Fox gets tagged in. Oh. The complex branding. No branding. But yeah, like, I was saying, like, if they had time, like, because you mentioned that, like, the ability to edit skin tone in the game was not as good in that one. And my thing was, I think the reason why was because of, because they realized, because the GameCube system and the system was different than the other ones, and they had to compromise in certain areas, so to make up for those compromises, they added those extra features to kind of make up for it. That's a guesstimation. I don't know how true that is or not. Big lariat there. Ah, Kareem had to tap that iron claw on the stomach. The champs retain. Oh yeah, roster editing for O2. Yeah, I don't know if that's just on GameCube or if that's on all of them, but I think you can edit the bonus, like, unlockable teams, because I don't think the rosters, when you go to, like, when you go to view rosters in, like, the main menu, I don't remember if the secret bonus teams are the historical teams. I don't think I don't think you're able to see them or edit them, and I think they did that because the secret bonus teams, like, those were, like, when you unlock them, like, everything they have is jacked to 99 and everything. I don't think they ever intended for it to be, like, altered anyway, because I didn't think they anticipated people doing that with that. I think they just added it as just a little bonus. I don't think they added that with the idea for them to be used and maximally used in lots of different things. I don't think they thought that far ahead on that. I think a lot of their focus was more on the NFL aspect of it. Yeah, Madden nowadays dropped the ball on pretty much everything. I mean, that's a no-brainer there with how they handle things. All right, next is an interesting match here. This match is between King Davis and the Attorney. Pretty much the winner of this gets a title shot of their choice. Yeah, it would be definitely Kareem. So let's see the winner here. Attorney here. I don't think I have Eli. That's something that's going to be aiming towards at some point. If I do, it'd probably be like the EA games, and I'd probably go for like a series review kind of thing. I'd probably try to like gather them up over time and do a whole series review on them. That'll probably be what I probably do. Well, I think because if they were I think they did that because they realized that if they're going to have bonus teams that are playable, they need to have a home field for them to function gameplay wise in the game. Because they can't have them locked to just being the visiting team. So they created fields and stadiums for them. In terms of the specific details and how they designed it, I don't know what influenced them in that regard. I think that's more a lot of extra details that I don't think are very easy to find just because there's not any documentation of it. Yeah, at some point I will, because I know I am interested in NASCAR games, because overall I enjoy doing racing games because they're fun and energetic, and plus they're very pick up and play friendly. You can do a good solid racing game, and they're easy to review too, which is nice sometimes as a change of pace. Ooh, career mode. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah, that's something I might do in the future. It'll take some time though, because I gotta build up like resources and whatnot. Plus, I got other stuff that I need to cover that I've had for a while. I remember I saw the reviews for them on Soft Drink Sports, and that's Soft Drink Sports, Soft Drink TV. They did reviews of those games, and they were pretty in depth. To be honest, if they didn't have tattoos in Madden 2002, it's probably because they didn't have room for them, and they didn't have room for them because either or they didn't have room to put them in the game, or they didn't have time. To be honest, I think the reason why they didn't have them till Madden 2004 is probably because they didn't have the technology or the development time, a combination of those two, to make them for the game. And they could have had a development plan. They probably had a plan where, like, okay, for these games we need to advance and develop these key things, and after we get done with these key things, then we can go to something like tattoos and all that stuff, because they probably had to prioritize developmental stuff, and the tattoos, I think, were on the lower end of those things. Yeah, I remember that in the review right there. Alright, so I believe Davis, I think he's American style, but he has an interesting finisher with a variation of the choke slam. Turning here, I think he's American style as well. And his moveset is, him and Beast Slayer do share, I believe, pretty much an incredibly similar moveset, but there are some differences. Now it's punch trading here. Yes, exactly, Kareem. Oh, rolling elbow. That's for back grapple. Davis does. Lands a fucking killer German. Nice. Hi, DPS. How you doing? Yeah, this is, I believe, the 7th match right here. We got a few more. The Nova. Yeah, I had the Fist logo for a while. I was just looking for a good ring design for it, and I finally had something for it. Okay, I'll try to refrain from the spoilers of the previous matches. Yeah, that was the big one for EA, was 04, because 04 was kind of the turning point for the franchise. And I remember Tom saying, he said on a stream when he was talking about why he likes 03 so much, Crossface, was that the reason why he loves 03 so much is because it was Canadian Destroyer. Was because it was the last polished Madden game without any gimmick stuff in terms of gameplay and everything else. It was just pure. The gameplay was the pure focus of it. And I get that because once you get to 04, it gets crazy. And I think that was kind of part of the plan. I think 03 was like, we got everything necessary polished up. And then 04 was the installment where they added all the extras. And they just went from there. Oh, chokeslam! The big signature move right there of his. Oh, he gets the win! Davis would get a title shot of his choice in the future. Interesting, draft and alliances. That sounds like a lot of fun, to be honest. Alright. Next match, we have a women's tag match. The Woman in Power tag team of Corey and Camilla will be challenging Felicia and Tiffany from the Night Warrior stable. Thank you. Layers intensity had twos, but man, so tattoos are not dark enough, not willing to. Yeah, Kareem, like I said earlier, that I think the tattoo stuff was low on priority because the thing is, in Madden 2004, they added so much. They added more to the gameplay. They added more game modes. They added owner mode. They added more to the franchise mode. They pretty much added stuff to everything. They even added stuff to the creative player and everything. It's just those specific ingredients, those extra details, they only had so much time for. Like the tattoo stuff, if that was anytime the first of anything gets introduced, it's not going to be as detailed or as expansive as the later installments. And since 04 was the first to have tattoos, it's not going to have a lot of that stuff. If you the extras, if they continue to do so, usually come in the later ones because they have more time to build on the base they established the first time they did it. Interesting. I like that. That's pretty cool feature there. Alright, let's see how it goes here. I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't know the details on how that came. I'm gonna reserve my theory that the tattoo stuff was just that they have a developmental priority list, and when it got to Madden 04, the tattoo one was doable then, when in previous installments it wasn't.
Come on.
And I think they used Vic as kind of like a base for some of the tattoos because he was the main guy on the cover guy. And it was probably, in hindsight, a smart choice because Vic in Madden 2004 is like a legendary sports video game player, like legendary. So, yeah, they could have the Vic being there probably had a lot to do with it. But I also think that they had a priority list, and the timing for it to be on Madden 2004 was what happened. Oh yeah, the EA tracks, those are always fun to go back on. Counter average flip right there. Now Corey here, she's a power wrestler. Camilla's technical. Tiffany and Felicia, I don't remember their styles, but usually a lot of guys in Eli's stable are very strong style based. Interesting, Eli, that they have like some of that stuff. Oh, drop kick there. Millie gets tagged in. Takes a tag team power bomb. Oh, Slayer driver. Oh, man. Another tag team power bomb. Oh, choke slam off the rope bounce. Camilla gets tagged in. Not realistic in all three. To be honest, I think what probably happened was maybe when they did gloves for 04, they probably... When they went to gloves in 04, I think by the time they got the gloves for 04, I think they... maybe they got a little lazy and relied on like the stuff they made in 03 and some of it just didn't age as well. That's my absolute best guess for that. I wouldn't know for sure on specifics. Yeah, I remember hearing that in that Soft Drink TV review he did on those games, that part of it. Mila tags in Corey here. Oh, 3K. Some top rope stomps by the Hill. Some punches and taunting. Felicia gets tagged in. Big headbutt there. Oh, Frankensteiner. Oof. Water wheel drop there. Oh, big slam there by Camilla. Goes for it again. Yeah, I mean, those design choices for those, like, it's hard to say why they chose what they chose for that. Those kind of extra details, I don't know if any of those were documented. It's hard to say. And I think the reason why they weren't is because when the game came out, a lot of people were more focused on, like, the bigger stuff, like owner mode and Michael Vick being OP and all that junk. I think, like, those extra little details didn't get a chance to get spotlighted because people were just so in love and appreciative of that game because it was so great that by the time that people start to notice those little things like that, the next installment came out and they kind of forget about it. Yeah, it does. It does have a same quality to it. Yeah, definitely good fist for that. Definitely fits that kind of aesthetic well. Another super long. I bet it sounds long. Oh, counter in a Hurricane Rana cover. Almost got her there. No, hit scissors whip. Corey gets tagged in. Armbar there. Punch trading here between the two. Big headbutt. Oh, rolling elbow. That's always great when you have a game that is arcade and has depth. Those are some of my favorite games because the gameplay is great, but there's depth to work with. That's like the sweet mix for me, at least. Some punch kick trading here. Oh, drop kick. Fleischer gets tagged in. Hasbro, yeah, that makes that. Now that I think about it, I do remember reading about that game and Hasbro making it. Oh, lands a high kick. Corey gets tagged in. 3K. Oh, choke slam. Some punches right here. A big neck breaking twist. Goes for a fancy cover. Oh, gets the win. Night Warriors team right here gets the win. Oh, just when Eli was about to come down here. Solid match there. Alright, next we got, next in a semi-main spot, we got Shalbay versus Beastslayer in a title-for-title match. So if Beastslayer wins this, he gets Shalbay's hardcore title, but Shalbay wins this, he gets Beastslayer's European title. Yeah, I imagine. Those EA games in that era, they always give you a shit ton to go for unlockables. Saw Slash Shalabay a little bit earlier tonight. Thunder plates, nice. Alright, let's see how this goes here. Title for title. And of course, Beastslayer is also an American style wrestler. We'll be able to see some of his action in the ring here. Yes, it is DPS. Huge match. Yeah, I know the next thing I'm doing for career stuff after the owner's mode in 04 is going to be, I'm going to be doing the No Mercy story mode, starting with the lightweight belt. I don't know how long, I don't know how it's going to be paced. I don't know, because there's a good chance I'm going to do like all the belts, but I don't know, again, I don't know how they're going to be paced, so it just depends on like the pacing of it. Yeah, exactly, Eli, the ending theme. Oh, man. Oh, counter in the corner. Ah, nice. High pitch. Oh, that's easy. The N64 was notorious for not having good audio stuff because what happened was, oh, big boot there. Corey coming down to help Beast Slayer out. Because the N64's audio chip was known to be not very good, like file compression. Exactly, Eli. They had to compress the files because of the way they built the system and the cartridges. The way they built the system and cartridges led to like the audio part of the aspects of those games not being as strong. But the graphics were better though. Really, if you want to go for great sound of that era, you gotta go for the disc systems like Saturn and Sony. Like play PS1, which PS1 of course being the main one. Torture Rack. Exactly, Eli, you're exactly right on that. Yes, that's the big difference right there. Oh, big Texas Jabs goes for a cover. Almost had him with it. Only 2 with that. Big counter there. Oh, putting him in a tree of woe. Takes a kick. It is very 2000. I love it too just because I grew up with it. It just brings back so many memories of that kind of stuff. Larry in the corner. Oh, Slayer driver. Almost had him with it. Oh, the Beast Tamer. Almost had him with that as well. Oh, raking the face on the ropes there. Oh, going for the one-winged angel, but it's a rope break. Yes, that makes sense, Eli. It makes a lot of sense to have it like that. Torture Rack. Yeah, pretty much if rope breaks on, any pins or submissions that are too close to the ropes will get broken off. So it can, but that feature you could turn off if you wanted to. It's what. But yeah, it does. But if it criticals the guy, though, which does happen, then it doesn't matter, because the guy's dead, pretty much. Not really. I watched a Let's Play or two of it a while back. I think you can... That is a very good question, Kareem. I don't remember if you can or not. Well, that's the thing. If for this game, if a move like that's too close... Oh! Beastlayer taps out to the Truth Teller. Shalabay wins and is a double champion. ROM hacks, of course, you can do that. As DPS is about to come down in the ring. Of course with the ROM hacks, but you need to be able to know how to do that kind of stuff. I'm not one of those guys, unfortunately. Oh, I love having an N64. Like, if you love wrestling, like, N64 is definitely the place to get stuff, for sure. Like the Aki games and all that. The SmackDown games on PlayStation are solid too, but if you want more of a like a realistic, I feel like the Aki games give a more realistic wrestling experience. XFL football, the ball itself seeing. Ooh, you know what? I think maybe when I was super little, I might have saw it, but I don't remember. I would have been too little. Alright, main event. Smith is going to be defending his YWA title here. It was going to be a mystery opponent, but we're going to figure out who that is right this second. Yeah, it was still good. I mean, SmackDown 2 is a great, has great potential for open world wrestling because its creator wrestlers solid. You can do a lot with stables in that game. You can do the belt stuff out of in the open without any modes, but even if you do it in the season mode, you can still do it there as well. It's like a really solid open world wrestling game. The only real thing that could be a factor is match quality. In terms of our match is fun to watch in the CPU. That's going to be the biggest factor with that one because they move so fast. Matches can end so quick that sometimes it can vary on that. Yes, you can tell the quality though. It's very tellable. Shoot, I need to get that up there. Yes. Yes, they did. I played a little bit of that game. I want to play more of it. Some of the movements are very similar to what was to come, but the grappling system was a little different, though. So it might take a bit to fully learn, but it's definitely learnable. You could definitely be pretty decent at that game, but it will take a little practice. But yeah, the mystery opponent that was picked here is actually going to be Green Magic. I don't remember if he's ever had a YWA title match before. I think he has maybe at some point, but it's been a minute. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he compares to Smith. They're both technical wrestlers, so he might have a good technical match here. So let's see what happens. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but yeah, I think you can... I know in SmackDown you could, edit rings, but not fully create them. I don't know if No Mercy has that or not. Yes, exactly. I think that's what really helps with, that's what I like about those SmackDown games, though, is that they make the big moves easy to do. No Mercy, even though it wasn't hard, you still had to set things up a certain way for some moves, and that can be a little annoying. I would be about 6 in 01. I would have been very young. Smith has had this belt since the League Open event. Won it at the Day of Doom pay-per-view from the during the League Open activities. Yeah, I wasn't quite in high school at 6. I think I was probably in first grade. I believe I was in first grade. don't quite remember for sure. Oh man, I'm not sure. Spinebuster goes for a fancy pin here. Only gets one. Yeah, I'm sure you could hear the differences with enough, like, listen to. Like, if you play the games a lot, you can certainly tell the differences. Because music's such a big part with video games, and getting, like, and playing them and whatnot. Oh, just one there. Dropping the elbow right there. Oh, there's some blood here. It looks like Green Magic's bleeding here. Is Smith also bleeding? Yeah, they're both bleeding. Jeez.
5 minutes gone.
Because the companies... Oh, Black Dragon DDT. Because the companies that make those games no longer, Yeah. Yeah, it's popular. The popular name for that move is the Black Dragon DDT. I forgot what wrestler in real life uses it though. Because the brands that make them are either no longer in business or they just don't make them anymore and they move to other things. Like Echo is still around, but the stuff they make is definitely more like traditional clothing, so not anything really beyond that, really. And that could be due to various reasons. I mean, oh, the SS Splash, but rope break. Another Black Dragon DDT there. Oh, super kick. Oh, super kick back. Machine suplex with the bridge. Almost had him with that. Just for a back grapple, trips him out. Goes top. Lands a big splashing maneuver. Oh, counter. Suplex and Smith out of the ring. Oh, Green Magic. Oh, big drop kick. Springboard drop kick to the outside.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah, it is. It is classic Fire Pro. I love it. It happens at the best times too during a match. That's the cool part about it. Like at the perfect time. Oh, that's a sleeper. Just critical Green Magic. Goes for a cover. That's a rope break. Oh wow, critical him, but he's still going. Sometimes that happens in this game where a wrestler will get criticaled, but due to circumstances, he'll still wrestle. The ropes broke it up, but roll up stomp there. Smith, Smith has the advantage here. The Indaminator. Goes for a figure four. Oh, and he taps to it. Smith retains the belt. Yeah, it was. It's crazy because 9 times out of 10, like a critical will like end the match, but for every once in a while, like depending on how everything lands and everything, the wrestler will still go. I almost got to the top stat. Almost need to get over 90. The critical, the way critical impact moves do, right? Critical. Well, the way criticals work in this game is there's different ways to do like criticals. Usually, all the criticals for the creator wrestlers are set to like finisher. That means that only the finisher can critical a guy, but you can make it so that a technical move could, or a power move, or a suplex move, or whatever. Those are usually reserved for specialty wrestlers because if you do a normal wrestler with that, critical could be pretty OP. So it's usually reserved for that. Yeah, it also depends on the game too, because this game, the way this game's designed is that criticals, I think, usually can finish a wrestler, but not always, but in some games they do, because they kind of they want to give the game another way to finish off. It's hard to say. I need to, like, that's something that could be looked at as an analyst thing. Alright. Solid pay-per-view. A lot of surprising wins. A lot of interesting stuff. Man, it'd be interesting to see if anyone does have those. I'd be love to see if someone does. I haven't seen them myself in real life. If I have, it was probably when I was little. But yeah, in terms of pay-per-view stuff, live stream stuff, this is gonna be the next live stream will probably be not this Sunday, but probably next Sunday. So over a week. However, I do have a recorded episode of Asylum that I'm gonna have air on Sunday. So I'll kind of tie you guys over a little bit till then. But yeah, the next thing that'll come out will probably be let's see. Well, But yeah, that'll probably I'll update in Discord if anything changes or gets updated or anything. But yeah, guys, the next pay-per-view event though for YWA will of course be next month. I don't know what it's specifically going to be at this moment, but yeah, TWN stuff that'll probably resume after that weekend where we do the YWA stuff. So it's gonna be a minute there. So take this time to like change and update things or fix stuff up, do promos and all that kind of stuff, because that'll be the good time to do it as well. But yeah, guys, solid pay-per-view. A lot of interesting wins and all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be interesting to see how things evolve in time. Oh yeah, Blue Mary's ready. All right, see you later, Owl. Oh yeah, she's ready. I got her all ready and everything. So you can book her however you want. She'll be ready by she'll be ready for the next one. Later, Gray Man. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. In case you want to chat with anyone at the Campy Company, you don't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link to that in the About page / About section of our channel. We also have a community tab on our channel as well. You can access that anywhere at any time. We also have a Patreon page. The main goal of the page is to raise money for the channel, to give the channel a bigger budget, to do more ambitious things, and also to start making merchandise for the channel as well. The merchandise itself will be geared towards aspects of the channel that you guys enjoy, so any support we get for that is much appreciated. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.